The Galactic Classification Council had introduced the Deathworld scale after 17 colonial missions ended in failure on planets that seemed livable. From orbit, the ranking was direct. Green worlds were idyllic. Yellow worlds could be managed with minimal terraforming. Orange worlds demanded heavy life support. Red worlds were survivable only with advanced systems. And blue worlds carried a single note: uninhabitable. Avoid at all cost. Senior xenobiologist Keith Mara devoted her life to researching these blue-rated worlds, and the data was painfully consistent. Across 3 millennia of exploration, no intelligent species had ever managed to colonize a blue-class death world. Such planets were evolutionary killing grounds, actively hostile to life through brutal combinations of deadly radiation, toxic atmospheres, extreme climates, and ferocious native organisms, which was why the reports from the Sol system were impossible to accept. Run the scan. Again, she instructed her aide, her eyes fixed on the readings from the third planet. The results repeated themselves. Blue death world, hazard class 12, every environmental threat box. Gravity 1.2 galactic standard, enough to crush bone structures of most species. Atmosphere, a corrosive oxygen-nitrogen mix, lethal to nearly 87% of known life. Weather, storms, generating winds over 300 km per hour with lightning strong enough to cripple a ship. Geology, a molten core causing relentless quakes and eruptions. Biology, apex predators in every ecological role, from microbes that consumed flesh to titans able to smash armored craft. And yet this world somehow supported a flourishing population of more than 7 billion. Perhaps artificial life, her assistant suggested. Some advanced synthetics. Keith Mara checked the biological feed from long-range sensors. No, they're carbon-based, water-bound organics. Entirely natural evolution. Her gaze lingered on the data. Originated here. The revelation was unbelievable. Not only had this species endured a blue world, they had evolved within it. They were the outcome of millions of years adapting to circumstances that should have halted complex development entirely. Look at this, Mara transmitted, highlighting key adaptations, redundant organ systems, blood chemistry tailored to function in corrosive air, dense skeletal structures resistant to bone-shattering forces. But the greater shock arrived when their intercepted transmissions were analyzed. These beings didn't just endure their world, they thrived on it. They engineered machines to capture the power of storms. They detonated explosives for leisure. They willingly absorbed their stars' harmful radiation as entertainment. Worst of all, they had tamed their planet's deadliest beasts. They've domesticated predators, Mara breathed, watching images of humans living beside monsters capable of ripping apart hull plating. They've turned killing machines into pets. The final fracture in her understanding came with human expansion, when these death world natives reached galactic standard habitable zones. The green world's others treasured, they deemed them dull. Sir, her aide reported, 17 colonies. Confirmed. Humans are settling not only greens and yellows but deliberately pursuing orange and red death worlds. Mara stared at the charts. Human settlements spreading outward. They weren't abandoning their hostile origin. They were replicating it. Every chosen world was harsher than the last, as if they needed danger itself to feel alive. Revise the system, she ordered at last. Add a new classification. Blue human. Death worlds so vicious only humans would claim them. The galaxy it seemed had finally encountered a species that didn't merely survive its most lethal environments. They sought them.